Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here again. Just got back from the doctor. I got back from the appointment, major appointment, I think. I had to deal with the cardiologist, and I wanted to make sure that um, my second visit will clear me, follow up, go see if I'm doing all right, or see what the results of those graphics were. Anyway, I got there a few minutes late, and so they were not able to see me. Now, I've been waiting for quite some time for this, maybe at least a month and a half to get the readings. Now, I might have played a role in the delay, not knowing that there might have been a previous moment that I could have gone in earlier. This appointment was set up and it was late. So they rescheduled me again for about 2 months down the line. I thought it was kind of crazy. My blood pressure is high, has been up the scale as high as it can possibly be, higher than I've ever had to deal with it on a consistent basis, all day long, almost every day. Going through some changes. I'm not complaining, really. I did want to get some relief from the doctor, but I didn't get that. And the reason that I'm talking to you right now, ladies and gentlemen, is because this is a situation that I'm going through, and I'm sure millions of you are going through this situation every day. Now, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I use this as a moment. I am not ignorant, and I'm not crazy, but I want to tell you this. For a long time, I have been knowing why the world is like it is, how America is like it is. But not only that, I've known how to fix this thing if the people wanted it. Now you might say something, but I want to say something before I continue. When the Creator put us on this planet, gave us everything that we needed and the information of how to fix this planet at any time, how to fix this and turn it to heavenly if we wanted it to. And it's not happening. God ain't mad, because fixing it heavenly is in our hands. Now, I know that you don't know how to fix it heavenly. The only thing you know is what you have been brought up in. Only thing you know is what you have been indoctrinated in. And that is what they have given us, a perception of something that was true. It's almost like an alternative truth, which is a lie. And so rather than get caught up in that, because I will get caught up in it too, and I was to a time that I got snatched out of it and given the truth. But just to really keep in touch with what's going on, I don't have health care myself. I can't afford health care myself. I can't afford co-payments. I just asked my wife if I could run over to the urgent care. She says, yeah, it's open for you, but it's a $60 co-payment. Now I'm thinking about that. I said, oh, well, $60 co-payment. If I don't have it, I'm just screwed. So I know if I say that, those of you who don't have $60 are screwed. I know those of you who got situations in your life right now, medical, that need some handling, but you can't deal with it. I know it's going to come back and grab you when you least expect it, and you're going to really be in some trouble. But for me, I said that I was going to watch this thing. And how is the best way to watch it? Not being able to pay and not being able to get the benefits that have been given to us by the master, that have been stolen from us by the thief. So me not having them, I'm thinking I'm so close to the master, I'm going to stand up like somebody special and talk this truth to you, the people who are being robbed, and you're going to understand. You, the people. I'm not talking about the politicians. The politician's not going to do anything until you, the people, say do it. All right? I'm sitting here suffering, thinking that when I stand up and share this information with you, those of you who are going through the same thing, those of you who know exactly what I'm talking about, will do something. But one thing that is happening in this indoctrination is an indoctrination that pushes you to the point of the do-nothing crowd, the complain crowd that do nothing. And I know you don't want to hear me say that, but it's a fact. Now, how many of you got children that need to go to the doctor or have had to go to the doctor but couldn't go because you couldn't afford it? How many of you gone to the doctor over and over and over again in the emergency room, and all of a sudden you get a letter talking about the thousands of dollars you owe? Thousands of dollars you owe that will add up more money that you have used for your whole family life in 3 or 4 years. What? The doctor bill is higher. So the master says to me to share with you that the provisions were made that there would be enough doctors, not just in this country, but in all countries. Enough doctors with that skill with the ability to be able to address the issues that we have as a human being. And I'm not talking about praying and asking God to heal you, because you did that. You told me to pray. I prayed. God gave me an answer. Told me to get some doctors up there. You can do that. We can do that. Only thing you got to do is get those obstacles out the way that keep people from becoming doctors. What's the main thing that keep people from becoming doctors? The cost of medical school or any school. They just, listen, everything that God has given us, I'm freely. And this is coming to you from the spokesman of basic human rights for all people, meaning those rights that God has prepared for each of us since we've been on this earth. I'm telling you that. And we are being robbed at every corner. And we know this by the sufferings that we go through. The millions of dollars, the billions of dollars that they send to these other countries, where did that come from? It came from you. That's why you don't have health care. That's why you don't go to have the access to the education. It's going someplace else. How did it get it? They scammed you to take the money. Now, I'm saying they scammed you, but the same thing that's supposed to be operative in this country is supposed to be operative in every country, in every room in hell. But it ain't happening. And so I've put myself out here on the limb to identify the problems and give you an opportunity to address the answers. I can't do no more than that. I didn't have to tell you that I might not be able to be around tomorrow if my high blood pressure decides I need to have a stroke or heart attack. But I'm in this position, and I'm standing here before I do have that stroke and heart attack and share with you what's going on. Now, what does it mean to you? It should mean that if you care about yourself, those of you who don't have anybody else, caring about everybody else, if you care, you do something. But you got to know the truth first. You got to know the truth first. Because if you don't know the truth, you think you care. You think that this is all you got. You think that America is the best that you got. But I just want to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, this is so far away from what it's supposed to be or can be. It is absolutely pathetic. It's almost like one of the worst rooms in hell. And I declare, I don't think it's one of the worst rooms in hell, but it's a heavenly hell for real. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want to leave it there. I don't know if I've said anything, but I do want you to know that all of the people in this country who are getting inadequate health care, oh, man. All it brings me back to is the fact that we are led by an unholy spirit. An unholy spirit. And yet, God was thinking about you at least 70-some years ago. Knew I was going to be right here. Knew I was going to share this information with you because you're going to need it. Because you're suffering from the lack of addressing these situations that I'm sharing with you. So when you look at that, I want you to know, don't think you're going to say, why did God do this? I'm here. God reached down and took a miracle to prove to me that God is real. So I can stand before you knowing that God is real. Stand before you who believe that God is real. And your actions prove that you don't know God is real. But anyway, God has done what God is supposed to do. I'm here. And if you need any additional information about how to take some moves out of here, I can share that with you. But I'm not going to try to share with you about how to do something until you want to know how to do it. All right? Until next time, Eddie Marcus saying, you better watch out for your health because you just might be losing it.